Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Sure.
Today we will start our new technique of lecture delivering, which is using online by using Google Meet. So, so today we will continue our topic in implicit function. Implicit meaning function in the function. So as we have learned about the rectilinear motion, we will have the position in x and y direction. So the position function can be given in x and y variables. Okay, and of course because dynamic is dealing with the time, there will also be a time variable. So there will be three variable in the position coordinate. Okay, so for example, we have the position of x given in function of t square minus t plus 4. Okay, and the position in y-axis given by 2y square equal to x cubed plus 26. So this is what we call an implicit function. Implicit function x given in the function of t, but y given in the function x. And because x is given in the function of t, of course, y also must be dealing with the function of t. Okay, so to solve this equation, we need a chain rule differentiation and integration technique. Okay, ada ya?
Baik,
Okay,
baik, baik.
nampak? Example 1.28.
Saya 1.28.
Okay. So
Nampak, sir, nampak.
So we check the first example to use the implicit function. So as given in the slide before, x equal to t square minus t plus 4 and 2y square equal to x cubed plus 36. To find the total velocity and acceleration of the particle when x equal to 6 meter. Okay, so to solve this problem, firstly, we need to convert this position into velocity function. Okay, so that means we need to differentiate x with respect to t, and y as well need to be differentiate with respect to time. Okay, so the first differentiation of x will give us x dot equal to 2t minus 1, and the second differentiation giving x double dot equal to 2. So this is the velocity function in x axis and acceleration function in x. Okay, so for the x function is quite simple because it directly related to time, but for y we can see it a bit complicated. Okay, so the first thing you need to use is you need to understand the chain rule technique. Okay, so we to time, so d 2y square over dt equal to d x cubed plus 26 over dt. Okay, differentiate that function. So we need to use a chain rule, meaning we need to differentiate 2y square over dy, and to get back the original equation, we need to multiply by dy over dt. Okay, so this is known as the chain rule differentiation. And for the right hand side as well, dx cubed over dt. So we cannot differentiate directly. So we differentiate d s cube with dx, multiply with dx over dt, and this is a constant d26 over dt. We can just differentiate directly with dt, so that will give a 0. So on the left side, d to y square over dy will give us 4y, and dy over dt is the change of x position over time, or the velocity in y axis, or simply y dot. Okay, and on this side, ds cube over dx will give us 3x squared, and ds over dt is x dot, and d26 over dt is 0. So the velocity function for y-axis is 4y y dot equal to 3x squared x dot. Okay, then we further differentiate with respect to time. D 4y dot over dt equal to d 3x squared x dot over dt. So again, this is two different variables, 4y and y dot. So we use the u dv plus v du technique. The differentiation of a multiplication function. Okay, so take 4y as u and differentiate dy dot over dt, plus take y dot as v and differentiate d 4y over dt. Okay, so as on the right hand side, we use 3x2 as u, and ds dot over dt is dv, and x dot as v, and d3x square over dt is du. U dv plus v du. Okay, again, 4y must stay there, and dy dot over dt is y double dot. Y double dot, which is the acceleration in y-axis. And this is y double dot stay, and d 4y over dt, different function, we cannot differentiate directly, so we again use the chain rule technique. D 4y over dy multiply by dy over dt, and that will give us y dot for y dot, or for y dot square. And on the right hand side, dx square x double dot plus x dot 6x x dot. So x double dot plus cx x dot square. So this is the equation of the velocity acceleration function in y-axis. Okay, faham?
Okay.
Lagi lagi ya. Okay. Lagi senang online, nampaknya faham semua ni. The question need us to find the velocity and acceleration at x equal to 6 meter. So we just replace the 6 meter in the function of x. So 6 equal to t squared plus t plus 4. That will give us t equal to 1, t equal to minus 1, and t equal to 2. So take the positive value, t equal to 2 seconds, and then putting that value in the y position. So we get y equal to 11 meter. So when x equal to 6, y equal to 11, and time equal to 2. And putting all that value in the velocity function will give us x dot or vx equal to 3 meter per second, and y dot or the velocity in y is 7.36 meter per second, and then putting that into the acceleration equation will give us y double dot equal to 7.35 meter, And therefore, we can find the total velocity and acceleration using the theorem Pythagoras. V square equal to Vx square plus Vy square, square root. That will give us V equal to 7.95 meter per second and A equal to 7.62 meter per second square. So that is how we solve the implicit function. So in whatever variable, we can solve using the same technique. So any questions so far?
Sir, kiranya kena daripada equation yang dia bagi tu, soalan tu, kiranya kena differentiate lah. Tapi apa tu? Kenapa dia, kenapa? Memang kena wajib kena ada yang macam dy dot over dt tu semua ke?
Y dot tu hanya untuk meringkaskan penulisan. Apa soalan? Okey, contohnya ini persamaan dia. Okey. Dan kita nak dapatkan hal laju dan kejutan, kita kena differentiate dengan masa. Jadi bila apa saja bila differentiate dengan masa, kita letakkan dot sebagai pengenalan dia ataupun sebagai membezakan bahawa dia telah di-differentiate dengan masa. Kalau kita differentiate dengan lain-lain selain masa, maka kita letak prime. Itu saya dah beritahu kan. Jadi anggapkanlah dia ni sebagai haji lah, dah pergi haji. So kalau kita tahu dia pergi haji tu, dia hanya pergi Mekah je. Bukan pergi ke Turki, bukan pergi Itali. Faham maksud saya? Saya tak menjawab soalan. Ni x dot maksudnya dx over dt, x double dot maksudnya dx square over dt. Kalau dx over dy, kita letak dot, kita letak prime. So maksudnya dot atau prime, kedua-duanya telah dibezakan. Tapi dibezakan dengan apa? Dot hanya dibezakan dengan masa, prime dibezakan dengan apa sahaja selain daripada masa.
Oh, okey, faham.
Faham? Itu menjawab persoalan ke tu?
Menjawab.
Menjawab Okey, kalau macam tu, maksudnya bila kita differentiate dengan masa, kita letak dot supaya meringkaskan dia punya penulisan. Kalau tidak, you kena letak Vx. Nak letak Vx ataupun Vy tu payahlah dia tak ni. Okey.
Okey, sir.
Ni contohnya ni Vx ni. So x dot tu you kena ganti dengan Vx. Jadi nak tulis pun payah kan. Ada dua huruf ni, V lagi, X lagi. Kalau letak V saja dia tak jelas. Sama ada paksi X ataupun paksi Y. Kita letakkan x dot mewakili hal laju dalam arah X ataupun Vx. Y dot mewakili hal laju dalam arah Y ataupun Vy. X double dot mewakili pecutan dalam arah X. Y double dot mewakili pecutan dalam arah Y. Okey. Ada soalan lain? So yang penting yang kena faham teknik ni. Teknik chain rule dan U dV V du ni. Yang ni lah yang ramai yang bermasalah ni. Dan teknik implicit ni akan digunakan dalam banyak soalan. Dia bukan hanya untuk chapter 1 saja. Dalam chapter 3 pun ada. Dalam chapter 4 pun lagi banyak. Okey.
Okey, sir.
Ada soalan? So dengan slide tadi maka kita dah tamat the first topic in rectilinear motion.